All right, here we go. We are back. And I am. Oh, wow. All right, here we go. I got spooked by something. And spook might be the wrong word. I've been enticed to talk right now because I saw some on Twitter as I was scrolling. And what we talking about? Dizzle, this is what we're going to talk about today. Is that you, JD? Is that you? Is your new name Dizzle? Um, quickie. Pause. This is gonna be a quick one, but I saw another kid hit the portal just now, and these kids are not. These are just not run of the mill kids. Like some of these players are getting big time playing time. What's up, John? Big time playing time. You know, I'm doing these y'all because, like I said, I missed last week a couple days. We are losing. Okay, JD. We are losing good players from our four teams. Like these are like from damn good teams, right? Who are getting playing time. Here is the deal, y'all. I love it. I love it. Here's why I love it, man. It ain't fun when the rabbit has the gun. Because here's what happens that people don't take note of or just don't care about. There are many situations, many occurrences, many instances where a kid signs a scholarship to said school, and if that kid doesn't pan out, the program, head coach, etc., tries to get rid of said kid. What's going on, Michelle? Whichever way is possible. So there are some instances where, especially in the portal age, the reason why the portal is saturated with a lot of athletes, and some fans think, oh, how dare that kid? Why that kid enter the portal? Why that kid think he can go somewhere else? You know why? Because a lot of times those kids are forced out. When I played, coaches could make your life so horrible that you was like, I can't do this anymore. So you left, leading to you were forced out, leading to your chance, as I talking about last night with Charles Barkley saying kids not being able to go to college for free. That was your chance. You did obviously enough right things in high school to be warranted the opportunity to get a scholarship to college. But if you didn't do what they wanted you to do in college, and let's not say you do some off the field stuff and you deserve to be ousted because you didn't go to class, you didn't come to workouts, like those things warranted getting your ass up out of there. But let's just say you did all those, but your talent level didn't progress. Maybe you peaked in high school, and that coaching staff evaluated you and thought you were good enough to go on their team. But you peaked in high school, and now they say, "Oop, we made a bad eval. Get your ass on out of here. We're gonna make your life a living hell, or you're gonna get up out of here." That has happened so many times back in the day. I will say it happened so many times in recent history with the portal. Because for you to be able to get a portal guy, somebody off of your team has to probably leave. Because you have your outgoing senior class, But then you also have high school recruiting. So now you got to figure out how to get that team under the prescribed number of your conference at that point. So someone probably has to leave. So now the players have the gun. And now I'm going to say this, fans and coaches are pissed off about it. Because you know why? Because now you might have developed that guy or you became fans of that guy and that guy says, adios. Because XYZ school is going to offer me more money to come play for them. Because you know why? I feel for the fans because you are the only ones that have been consistent. Just like until recently, football players have been the only thing that's been consistent. We're the only one that we got college paid for free. As the money for institutions and networks and as increased. But players stayed the same until recently. Same thing with fans. Y'all been the only consistent part. So now, coaches can leave at a drop of a hat for another better paying, better resource, better whatever, go somewhere else. Now players can do the same. And I don't have a fucking problem with it. I actually love it because schools have been firing coaches, schools have been taking away scholarships, schools have been doing all this stuff. Now the players have. It's not equal playing field, but it's almost there. They almost have equal playing field. And I love it. I'm not an old player that think, oh, well, these kids should know. No, evolution is what happens in this world. Nothing stays the same. I'm glad I didn't have that opportunity when I was a kid because I will fucking lose it with social media when I was a kid. So I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I came through the time I came through and enjoyed my time, simple life, all that stuff. Nowadays, a whole nother animal. I'm not sure I could survive. Now, obviously, I would have grown up in this phase, so maybe a little different. But I'm just telling you, putting myself, I couldn't survive. So it is awesome. Awesome for players that have the ability to make decisions that makes them the best version of themselves they can be. And unfortunately, this society is built on money. So if I can get myself as much money as possible for myself and my family, that's probably sacrificed a lot for me to get to where I am. Damn right, I'm going to do it. So kudos to them. I got a couple questions, then I'm off. Because I had to get that off my chest. Right now, 2/3 of players that go into the portal never find another school. Tyler, I'm going to tell you this. Here's, I'm going to come back to you, Tyler, because that's going to be a long-winded question to answer. What did you think about the cornerback coach? Mike, I'm not sure. Y'all, if you know me, I'm a players thing. Let's see what players he can bring in. Because if he's coaching average players, he's gonna look like shit. That's just how it is. You gotta have pretty decent players to really since you have a limited amount of time with these kids, I don't know. Get them some decent players and let's see can he coach those guys up. So the portal. 2/3 of players that go in the portal never find another school. I'm on that 9 minutes. I'll go a couple more minutes. 2/3 of the players that are in the portal never find a school. I would say 3/4 of that 2/3 can't humble themselves and go down a level. I'm gonna repeat myself. 3/4 of those 2/3 probably can't humble themselves and go down to the level they should have originally signed for. I don't have no data for that. That's how I feel. I know there's just too many kids think that they have D1 P4 talent, and they have FCS talent, not even G5. So when you go to a gunfight with just a knife, you're gonna get battered. Some of these kids can't humble themselves and go down to the appropriate level, to their talent level. Because here's my thing, and I'm different than everybody else. I'm not everybody. I've approached this in a different angle. It's would you rather be a big fish in a small pond? Or I guess it'd be the other way. Would you rather be a little fish in a big pond or a big fish in a small pond? I'd rather be the big fish in a small pond now and elevate myself so then they move me to the big pond because now I have eaten all of the small fish in my development and now I have progressed enough to survive in that big pond. Some of these kids don't do it right and they get swallowed up. Humble yourself. Understand where your talent level can be developed at its best. And sometimes these P4 schools don't have the best coaches to develop you. They know how to coach talent, but they don't know how to develop talent. Find your school that you feel comfortable with the coach and also comfortable that he's going to be there a minute where he can elevate you. It's really that simple. So a lot of those kids are in the portal because they made the wrong choice of the original schools. Same way these coaches make bad evals, sometimes these kids get blinded by all of the bling bling and don't see the potential of elevating themselves in the ranks of that school. Opinion on JQ, he's a difference maker. I'm going to say this, and then I'm out. Jalen Lowe is the key to this season, period. All right, y'all. That was impromptu. I'm going to still see you at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But thank you for showing up this morning. Yeah. Go to YouTube, Driving with Styles. If you're on TikTok, I have the same handle at Twitter. Go follow me on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, I have the same handle on TikTok. Other than that, y'all, I appreciate you joining this impromptu because it was impromptu. And your boy is out.